How do I choose one? And once I've chosen, how do I change everything to reflect it? There are a few big ideas I want to share first about niches. The first one is that it's not a switch that you flip, and I really don't think it's a declaration that you make, tomorrow. It's an evolution, and it's usually relatively slow, and it takes a lot of twists and turns, and it's a result of what I think of as engaging with the market, listening to the market, and then responding to the needs that you perceive in the market. This is what I have done over the years, and it has served me well. This is what a lot of the people that I have worked with over the years have done, and it has served them well. It's not the only way, but I think it is the most natural way and the most organic way. Now, a niche is made up of two things, maybe more than two things, but I'm thinking it's both what's different about you and what you do. So you have to know, what is it about you that's different? Maybe there are many things. Plus, who do you want to do it for? Who do you want to help? Those are the two pieces that have to come together. Now, when people ask me about niches, I feel like the question reflects a very black and white way of thinking about it. Like there's only one way. And I talk a lot about vertical niches, industry-oriented niches. And those I think are actually the most effective from a marketing point of view, because that helps you figure out where to find the people if they all come together in an industry or at an event or on a blog or in a Slack channel. But it's not the only type of niche that there is. And in my Pick a Niche Kit, which some of you may have read, it's in the online store at marketing-mentor.com. But basically, I identified 10 different ways of thinking about your niche. And I'll just give you, I think, 5 of them to start. One is, as I said, vertical industry. So, an example could be clean tech. Some people these days are focused on clean technology. That's a vertical niche. Or there's horizontal, which I've talked about, which could be case studies, for example, or websites. Or third, a combination of vertical and horizontal. So that could be case studies for clean tech or websites for clean tech, right? And so that's a narrowing and makes it even easier to find your people and the people who need what you're offering. But there are also, you could focus your niche on a particular software. I know a lot of people who do WordPress. They're a WordPress or a Squarespace web designer, right? It's focused on a software. We have to be careful with that, in my opinion, because software comes and goes, and you have to be able to evolve it as you go. Or I think Liz mentioned the umbrella niche. And an umbrella niche is a little bit more complex, but it basically is an umbrella under which a few different niches live. And I would say I have an umbrella niche. My niche is creative professionals. It's writers, designers, marketers, photographers, videographers, coaches, consultants, creative professionals. And in my mind, if you identify as such, then you are in my niche. You self-select into my niche, right? So you want to give people enough information, ideally, to feel included in your niche and not alienated. And I know that a lot of times the fear is that if you focus on one thing, which I'm not suggesting necessarily, then you alienate everyone else, which I don't think is actually such a bad thing, but it's further along in the process. Because when you can get to the point where you're repelling everyone who is not your ideal client, then you're in a position to make more money and do better work and feel more confident and go deeper into that niche. So my main point there is there's not only one way of looking at a niche. And I do think the narrower, the better. And the more you can charge, the easier it will be for your ideal clients basically to land on your LinkedIn profile or your website and say, this is exactly who we need. And that's what you want. The thing is, this takes time. So please be patient. And this takes courage. So please be brave.